Hello, my name is Amy Milston. Our son Andy was diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder at age 3. Had we had any awareness of the signs of ASD, we would have had him tested much earlier. Years of interventions helped with his language, auditory, and sensory processing disorders, and much more. As the school years went by, we learned more about the myriad of learning obstacles Andy faces and how to address and sometimes overcome them. Andy's foray into music began out of the blue at age 9 when he was in the 4th grade. He announced his intention to play the trumpet and perform with his peers in the school band that spring, which, much to our amazement, was exactly what he did. To say that we were incredibly pleased and surprised by his motivation and ability to achieve this goal would be a massive understatement. Over the following years, Andy would surprise us again and again by setting lofty goals for school and community band and orchestra participation and seating placements. Over and over again, he has met and surpassed his goals. Andy's interest in piano appeared at around age 12. Fiddling on his sister's keyboard with one finger, sounding out Star Wars theme music was the initial flame that lit his inner fire. At age 13, just over 3 years ago, he took his first official piano lesson. Just 6 months later, Andy performed the first movement of Beethoven's Moonlight Sonata at York College. It was an astounding accomplishment in such a short time. Mrs. Gretchen Decker, an adjunct professor of music at York College and the artistic director of the college's community music school, took over his instruction. For the past 2 years, she has guided and taught Andy a growing and increasingly technical and varied repertoire of beautiful music which he has performed at a variety of concerts and venues. Andy has also excelled with the trumpet, playing in the York Youth Symphony and qualifying for Pennsylvania's district and regional bands. But it is clear that he is exactly who he is supposed to be when playing the piano. As his parents, we cannot adequately put into words the pride we feel as we watch our son on his amazing musical journey. No shortage of happy tears has been shed as we watch him do what he was put on this earth to do. As Andy prepares to enter 11th grade, we are starting the process of researching his options for college-level musical study. His learning challenges make this a somewhat daunting task, but we will tirelessly search until we find the perfect solution. He's been blessed with a gift, and it's our job as his parents to provide him with every opportunity to realize his full potential. Our 13-year-old daughter, Rachel, is herself an incredible gift, both to us and her big brother. Rachel has embraced the role of being Andy's #1 therapist and advocate since she could talk. Rachel is incredibly smart, funny, and immensely kind. She also has the gift of a beautiful singing voice, as you will hear and enjoy shortly. Rachel has the maturity and wisdom of people twice her age, and the heart and will to change the world for the better. The brightness of her future is equal to her brother's, and we know for a fact that she will strive to make this world immeasurably better than she found it. But for today, we are so pleased to present to you Andy and Rachel Milston. We couldn't be prouder of our children, and we hope that you see in them, as we do, a glimpse of a bright future.
Variations, Opus 40, No. 1 in D major by Dmitri Kavalesky. This set of variations features a theme using a descending D major scale with diverse rhythmic interest. Between its brief introduction and brilliant concluding coda, this set displays 12 contrasting variations, all a brief study in touch and dynamics.
Bridge Over Troubled Water by Paul Simon and Art Garfunkel. This 1971 Grammy-winning ballad for Song of the Year is a song about providing comfort to someone in need. At this unprecedented time in our world, we felt performing this song would be a perfect way to bring us all together, in mind and heart. Those living with, caring for, or teaching someone on the autism spectrum can often feel extremely isolated. We hope this performance reminds you that you are never alone.
So, my violin duo, as composed by me, Andy Milston, was written last year at a composition camp, and I wrote it in the style similar to what Haydn and Mozart would have wrote, and it's going to feature Joel Staub playing the violin part. So, yeah. Nocturne in C-sharp minor, opus posthumous by Frédéric Chopin. This nocturne was composed in 1830 for Chopin's sister with a note, "To my sister, Ludwika, as an exercise before beginning the study of my second concerto." This piece was not intended as a nocturne, but rather as an exercise, or etude, for his Piano Concerto No. 2 in F minor, opus 21, which contains pieces of its melody. The nocturne was not published until 1870, 21 years following Chopin's death. It was later played by famous Polish pianist Ladislaw Szpilman, also known as the basis for the 2002 Roman Polanski film, The Pianist.
For Good, from the musical Wicked, by Stephen Schwartz. This song from the Broadway musical Wicked is about accepting and loving those who are different. Whenever I sing this beautiful and meaningful song, I reflect on how much my brother's life and his challenges affect the way I view the world. Being Andy's sister has surely changed me for good. I've heard it said that people come into our lives for a reason, bringing something we must learn, and we are led to those who help us most to grow if we let them, and we help them in return. Don't know if I believe that's true, but I know I'm who I am today because I knew you. Like a comet pulled from orbit as it passes the sun, like a stream that meets a boulder halfway through the wood. Who can say changed for the better, but because I knew you, I have been changed for good. It will may be that we will never meet again in this lifetime.
Tarantella in A minor by Albert Pieczonka. Pieczonka's Tarantella in A minor was his most famous composition, although not incredibly technically difficult. Its scale work and broken chords played adeptly at a rapid tempo create a show-stopping result.